What's up?
Hey.
How's it going?
Yeah.
This is really close. We just got a bunch of backer info for the mini painting system, which is really cool.
Oh, cool.
So it's been a day. We got about 30% in, which is fantastic. So
what's about average for that?
It's pretty good. That's actually pretty high. Usually it's a little lower, like 24% on day one, but it's good. So we can take a lot of the info. We can glean some of the assumptions based on how the campaign is going as a whole, some of the fulfillment numbers going forward, and then we can enter them into the SCRY system pretty quickly once we get all the info, which is pretty cool.
Let's talk about SCRY, because
Sure.
I'm not quite sure what that is. SCRY.
Shoot crafting results yourself. So the SCRY system is an integrated communications platform that talks to what's going on in the shop. So people get a barcode on a product, it goes through, they scan it at every station. The SCRY system takes all that information. We can track the lifetime of the product, find out a bunch of great data, and the customer gets live updates as it progresses. So Will sands it, it goes ding, your thing got sanded, here it is. Here's kind of the history. Here's Will. Will's like, thumbs up, and like, here's a little blurb about sanding. So it's kind of like every product that comes through gets a personal touch every time an artisan like actually does something with it the customer sees it.
Yeah, it was Cameron's idea initially, and I was pretty reluctant to put it in place because it's really transparent. Errors happen. This is a hand-worked product that we build.
Yeah.
So people freak out when they get an error, but we now have a system where if something does get errored, meaning a CNC mistake or somebody stained it wrong or it just has planer marks on sanding, it goes back, and then all products that get an error are moved into our priority system. They get a different colored ticket. Everybody knows that priorities go through the department first. Mm-hmm. So the makeup speed on errored items is much better than normal. But I was reluctant to do it because errors happen. Back a few years ago, we weren't as tight on production as we are now. Yeah. So, but now we know everything in our production's really tight. So I finally, about 2 years ago, we felt pretty good and ready to put it out. Yeah. And I think it's fantastic.
There's a lot of bells and whistles, and it ties into like, we've got live production metrics on the site, so you can go and view actual live production. This many items exists in finishing, this many items in sanding, this many items in pre-shipping. So we can really dig into that data for metrics and things like that. Like we can categorize Kickstarter projects and have a page that, hey, here's fulfillment of this Kickstarter, and you can see it live.
Say you're backer 298, you can see how the first 297 are going and kind of plan your fulfillment based on those numbers. Yeah. I think that's a really cool feature that's hopefully taken advantage of by the backers.
I like that it's honest, that it's like we have integrity and we will tell you what is actually going on, because observe so many things happen where there's like, something's going on behind the scenes and there's no honesty and transparency. Myself as a customer, that's what I want. Yeah. Like I don't give a shit about the delays and whatever. You know, I want to know what's going on. I think this is a really good way for us as a smaller company to leverage those tools and go like, hey, here you go. Or this is absolutely where it is. Here's the actual people who worked on it, and here's the synopsis of the whole thing. So, and I like that, tying the idea that we're not Coke, it's not a factory. There's like actual humans did this thing. Yeah. And I think it adds a lot of value. Yeah, right.
And another like side effect of it is that the shop understands that all these items are on the SCRY system. So it means they can't, if they make a mistake, not that they do often, but when they do, they know that they have to take care of it because the customer just saw that, hey, something occurred. What's the next step for my product now? And they understand that there's a responsibility there, that it's not just an order going out to anybody, but yeah, it's really cool. We're about 30% of the backers have chosen their choices for their pledge right now. We need to get to like 70-80% before we input all that information, put the SCRY page up. Yeah. But yeah, it's gonna be really cool. We'll probably have the SCRY page up within a month.
Yeah, usually a couple weeks, 2 to 4 weeks depending.
But it's a really cool option, and I think it's a really cool feature for our company. And I hope the backers really enjoy it because it's really cool.
So,
great.
Get out of my office.
Do my work for me.
Bye.